it's better.
Oh, we are live stream now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think it's okay now.
Good.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
All right, looks like we are ready to go. Welcome
Okay.
everyone to today's ETC match between Ukraine and Ireland in Division 2. So Team Ireland is the visiting team, so we will start with them for each event. Good luck to both teams for the whole match. And first up will be Ivy. So we can spotlight Ivy. Martina, can you spotlight Ivy?
I did fix it.
Is it? I'm not sure because I don't have the spotlight for her.
Yes. I thought it was Fixian.
Okay, Martina,
Yeah.
when you go to, if you take the participants, you can also on the relevant person, you can go on the video camera, and then you can
Yeah, you click the three dots and it will say spotlight for everyone.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I have only 3 dots of the user, yes, and then there is.
And then you click spotlight for everyone if it says that.
Okay.
Now we go.
Okay, I'm
so,
sorry. Yes, okay.
All right, so all good. All right, Ivy, whenever you're ready, you could take 2 warm-ups. Okay, first attempt. That is clean. 2.919. Just hold on. Okay, you can take your second attempt. That is cleaned as well. 2.951 and 30 cents. That is a scratch, unfortunately. Okay, thank you. Next up will be Logan. All right, Logan, yeah, it's your turn, Logan. All right, 2 warm-ups whenever you're ready. All right, first attempt. That is a scratch, unfortunately. No chocolate. All right, second attempt. That is clean. 2.733 and 30 cents. Unfortunately, that is a scratch because you didn't fix the fumble. All right, thank you. Next up is Elena. All right, 2 warm-ups. You show the timer. All good. First attempt. That is clean. That is 8.174. Okay, you can reset. Thank you. Second attempt. That is clean. 2.887. Okay, and you can reset. Yep, third attempt. And that is clean. 2.834. Okay, thank you. And last up will be Petter. All right, can I have 2 warm-ups? As you can see, she used a Gen 2 timer, but we decided to allow it, so we'll put a 9 in the last digit. So you can go ahead and take your 2 warm-ups. Now you can show the timer. Yeah, first attempt. All right, that is clean. That is 5.02, and I'll put a 9 at the end. Okay, you can reset and take your second attempt. We have to show the zeros to the camera. All good. Unfortunately, that is a scratch. All right, you can reset. All good, third attempt. That is clean. 3.139. Okay, thank you. Now that's it for Team Ireland for the 3-3. Now we move over to Team Ukraine. First up is Hannah. All right, 2 warm-ups whenever you're ready. All right, can you show the timer? Yeah. Thank you. First attempt. Unfortunately, that is a scratch because you're supposed to down stack the cups. You'll have to do a little rewind. All right, thank you. Second attempt. That is clean. 3.661. Okay, and you can reset. Yep, third attempt. And that is also clean. 3.400. Okay, thank you. Next up is Bodan. You can have 2 warm-ups. Whenever you're ready. Okay. All right, you can take your first attempt whenever you're ready. That's clean. 3.194. Okay, you can take your second attempt. I think that might be a scratch because of hands on 2 stacks. All right, and third attempt whenever you're ready. And that is clean too. 4.016. Okay, thank you. Next up will be Victoria. All right, 2 warm-ups whenever you're ready. Okay, first attempt. Unfortunately, that is a scratch. Hands on 2 stacks.
Пускать надо те стаканы, когда ты поправляешь
All right, second attempt. That is clean. 3.982 and third attempt. And that is also clean, 3.873. Okay, thank you. And then last up will be Svetlana. You can have 2 warm-ups.
Yes.
First attempt. That's clean, 3.650. Okay, second attempt. Good fix, 3.480 and 30 cents. All right, that's still clean, 5.426. Okay, thank you. So that's it for the 3-3-3. Now we can move on to doubles, starting with the first pair from Ireland, which will be Ivy and Elena. So we need to spotlight both of them. Okay, thank you. All right, Ivy, you can take 2 warm-ups. Cycle, for cycle. Okay, first attempt. That is clean, 14.642. Then Elena, you can take 2 warm-ups. Okay, you can show the timer. All good, first attempt. That's a scratch, unfortunately, because one of the cups was not fixed properly. All right, can you put the camera back to your position? All right, thank you. All right, Ivy, you can take your second attempt. Okay, it's clean now, 16.961. Okay, and then Elena, don't forget to show the timer. Yeah. All good, second attempt. That is clean. 16.922. Okay. Done. All right. Ivy, you can take your third attempt. You know what? I will count it. 11.574. Okay. Then Elena. Third attempt. That is clean. 13.618. Okay, thank you. Right, so we can move on to the second pair, which will be Maya and Petter. Right, Maya, you can take 2 roll-ups. Now you can show the timer. Perfect, first attempt. Okay, that's clean. 15.589. Okay, then the Petter, you could take 2 roll-ups. Okay, now you can show the timer. All good, first attempt. Unfortunately, that is a scratch. Sorry about that. All right, back to Maya, you can take your second attempt. All good. Thank you. That is clean. Well done. 10.703. Okay. And then Petter, yeah, you take your second attempt. Don't forget to show the timer. Yeah, all good. All right, I'll count it. 14.569. Okay. Back to Maya. Yeah, thank you. 30 attempt. I think that might be clean, but I don't know what happened to the camera zoom, but I'll count it. 11.117. Okay, and then Petter. Show the timer. Yeah, perfect. 30 attempt. That is a scratch, unfortunately. All right, thank you guys. So now we can move over to Team Ukraine. First pair will be Hannah and Victoria.
Ja, kann ich?
Just hold on. Yeah, perfect. All right, Hannah, you can take 2 warm-ups. Thank you. First attempt. That is clean. 16.152. Okay. And then Victoria, you can take 2 warm-ups. Okay, first attempt. All right, I'll count it. 17.7473. Just hold on a second. Okay, Hannah, you can take your second attempt. Yeah, perfect. That is clean. 17.660. Okay, then Victoria, you can take your second attempt. That is clean. 14.981. Okay, and then Hannah, you can take your third attempt. Yeah. That is clean. 14.098. Okay, and then Victoria, you can take your third attempt. And that is clean. 15.058. Okay, thank you. And then the last pair will be Bogdan and Svetlana.
Yeah, okay.
All right, 2 warm-ups whenever you're ready. First attempt. That is clean. 13.883. Okay, and then Svetlana, you can take 2 warm-ups. Okay, first attempt. That is clean. 11.558. Okay, back to Bodan. You can take your second attempt whenever you're ready. That is clean. 12.725. Okay, and Svetlana, your second attempt. That's still clean. 15.508. Okay, and then Bodan, your third attempt whenever you're ready. That is clean. 12.482. Okay, and then Svetlana, your third attempt. And that is clean. 14.580. Okay, thank you. So that's it for doubles. Now we're moving on to 3-6-3, starting with the first attacker from Ireland, which is Ivy. You can take 2 warm-ups. Okay, first attempt. That is clean. 3.608. Okay, second attempt. That's clean. Also, chocolate. 3.999. And third attempt. And that is also clean. 3.572. Thank you. All right, Logan, you're up next. All right, 2 warm-ups. First attempt. That's clean. Well done. 3.422. Second attempt. That's clean. 6.035. And third attempt. That's also clean. 7.404. Okay, thank you. Next up is Maya. I can put your. Okay. All right, you can take 2 warm-ups despite the camera zoom. Okay, you can take 2 warm-ups if you want. You show the timer. All good. First attempt. Okay, I think that's clean. 7.203. Okay, you can reset. All good. Second attempt. That is also clean. 3.973. Okay, and you can reset. Okay, third attempt. That is also clean. 3.857. Okay, thank you. And then last up will be pattern. All right, 2 warm-ups whenever you're ready. Okay, now you can show the timer. All good. First attempt. It's clean. 7.159. Okay. And you can reset. Don't forget to show the zeros once again. Yep. All right, good. Second attempt. That is clean. 4.179. Okay, and you can reset. Yeah, third attempt. Unfortunately, that's a scratch because you did a hands on 2 stacks at the beginning. All right, thank you. Now we move over to Team Ukraine, starting with Hannah. All right, 2 warm-ups. Perfect. First attempt. That is clean. 4.178. Okay, you can reset. All good. Second attempt. That is a scratch, unfortunately. Yeah. And third attempt. Yeah, thank you. All right, that's clean. 4.322. Okay, thank you. Next up is Bodan. All right, 2 warm-ups. All right, whenever you're ready, 2 warm-ups. Okay, first attempt. That's clean. 4.440. Okay, you can take your second attempt. So clean. 4.851 and third attempt. And that is clean too, 4.018. Okay, thank you. Next up is Victoria. Yeah, 2 warm-ups. Okay, first attempt. That's clean, 4.507. Okay, second attempt. It's also clean, 4.527. And third attempt.
Vicky.
And that is clean too, 4.529.
Вот это я.
Thank you. Alright. And Svetlana. Martina, you
No, that's good.
hold on a second.
I'm
We need to
sorry.
spotlight Svetlana. We forgot her. Martina.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I don't find the spotlight for Hannah or Team Ukraine.
For Team Ukraine. Yeah, for Svetlana.
Yes, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
alright, perfect. That's all good. Alright, 2 warm-ups. You can take your 2 warm-ups. Alright, first attempt. Alright, that's clean. 3.793. Okay, second attempt. That's also clean. 6.005. And third attempt. That is also clean. 3.746. Okay, thank you. So that's it for the 363. Now we can move on to time relay, starting with Team Ireland. So I think I got the order. Yeah. Maya, Logan, Elena, and Petter. Oh, sorry. Am I mistaken? Yeah, perfect. All right, so no warm-ups or relay. So Maya, you could start your first attempt. Get to show the timer. All good. And also, can you fix the camera? Yeah, I think we're good there. All right, thank you. All right, I will count it. 4.288. Okay. Just hold on a second. Then Logan, whenever you're ready. That is clean. Well done. 3.294. Okay. Then Elena, whenever you're ready. Thank you. That is clean. 5.337. Okay. And then Petter. Yeah, thank you. Unfortunately, that is a scratch. So for the whole first attempt, it is scratch. Okay, so we can move on to the second attempt, starting with Maya. Yeah. Thank you. That is clean. 5.794. Okay. Then Logan. All right, that's still clean. It's part of the down sec. 5.501. Then Elena. Yeah. That is clean. 4.054. Okay. And Petter. Thank you. All right, that is clean. That is 4.609. Okay, so that's a combined time of 19.958 for the second attempt. Okay, so now back to Maya for the third attempt. Yeah. That's clean. 4.722. Okay, and Logan. Still clean. 11.028. Then Elena. Yeah. That's still clean. 9.337. Okay, and Petter. Yeah, perfect. All right, good fix there. 8.019. Okay, that's a combined time of 33.106, which does not better than the previous attempt. All right, so we'll keep your 19 as your best time. Okay, so now we can move over to Team Ukraine. All good. All right, so Hannah, whenever you're ready. Yeah, perfect. That is clean. 4.439. Okay, then Bodan. That's clean. 4.436. Then Victoria. That's also clean. 4.965. And Svetlana. That is also clean. 5.123. So that's a combined time of 18.963 for the first attempt. All right, Hannah, thank you. You can take your second attempt. That's clean. 4.426. Okay, we're done. Still clean. 11.477. Okay, and Victoria. That's also clean. 4.897. And Svetlana. That is clean. 4.170. So that's a combined time of 24.970 for the second attempt. All right, Hannah. Yeah, thank you. Third attempt. That's clean. 4.386. Okay, then Bodan. That's clean too. 5.273. Okay, Victoria. That's also clean. 5.188. And Svetlana. That is also clean. 4.065. So that's a combined time of 18.912, which does a little better than the first attempt. Okay, thank you. So that's it for timed relay. So the current score is 29 points to Ukraine and 55 to Ireland. So we can move on to cycle, starting with the first cycle from Ireland, which is Ivy. All right, 2 warm-ups whenever you're ready. All right, first attempt. That is clean. 15.973. Okay, you can take your second attempt. That's also clean. 12.679. And third attempt. That is clean. 18.658. Okay, thank you. Logan, you're up next. All right, 2 warm-ups. Okay, first attempt. Unfortunately, that is a scratch. Okay, you could take your second attempt whenever you're ready. That is clean. 10.473. And you could take your third attempt. That is also clean. 9.833. Okay, thank you. Next up is Elena. All right, you can have 2 more ups. Thank you. First attempt. Oh, don't forget to reset it. That's all good. Okay, go ahead. That's clean. That is 17.302. Okay, you could reset. Thank you. Second attempt. That is clean. 14.369. Okay, and you could reset. Yeah, third attempt. That is clean. Well done. 10.959. Okay, thank you. And last up would be Maya. All right, you can have 2 warm-ups. Yeah, thank you. First attempt. Okay, that is clean. 10.816. Okay, you can reset. Yeah, all good. Second attempt. That is also clean. 14.124. Okay, and you can reset. Yeah, there is that. And that is clean. 14.237. Okay, thank you. So that's it for cycle. Now we're moving on to the last event, which is head-to-head cycle relay, starting with Team Ireland. Starting with, no, sorry, it was Team Ukraine's turn. I forgot about that. So first up is Hannah. All right, you can have 2 warm-ups. Thank you. First attempt. That is clean. 16.482. Okay. Yeah, second attempt. That is clean. 15.307. Okay. And you could reset. Okay, third attempt.
Ah!
All right, that's still clean. 17.985. Okay, thank you. Next up is Bodan.
Бодя.
Right, 2 warm-ups.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, first attempt.
Обновляйся.
That's clean. 16.636. Yeah, you can take your second attempt. Is also clean. 12.518. And third attempt. That is clean. 14.089. Okay, and next up will be Victoria. All right, 2 warm-ups. Okay, first attempt. That's clean. 14.194. Okay, you can take your second attempt.
Mhm.
That's also clean. 16.623. And third attempt.
Ready?
Yeah.
And that is clean. 14.801. Okay, thank you. And then last up will be Svetlana. All right, 2 warm-ups.
Yes.
Okay, first attempt. That's clean. 15.452. Okay, you can take your second attempt. It's also clean. 11.279 and third attempt. That is also clean. 12.552. Okay, thank you. So now both teams have done their individual cycle. Now we can move on to the last event, this head-to-head cycle relay. So we move over to Team Ireland because they're up first. So the following order will be Ivy, Logan, Atlanta, and Petter. Okay, perfect. So we got all the spotlight. Just to warn everybody, still no warm-ups for relay. So getting straight into it. All right, so Ivy, you can start whenever you're ready. That's clean. 12.210. Then Logan. That is clean as well. 10.156. Then Elena. Yeah, whenever you're ready. That is clean. 15.289. Okay, and Petter. Yeah, thank you. All right, that is clean. 18.909. Okay, thank you. So that's a combined time of 56.564 for Team Ireland. Now we move over to Team Ukraine. Yeah, thank you, Hannah. Just hold on until everybody gets spotlighted. Yeah, whenever you're ready. That is clean. 13.859. Okay, then Bodan.
Bare stille og roligt, ja. Altså ikke så stille, sejt, men ja, bare og lige på, så stille.
Whenever you're ready.
Er du klar?
Er det nu?
Ja, yes.
That's clean. 15.394. Okay. Then the Victoria.
Stabil.
Stabil.
That's clean. 18.390. And Svetlana. That is clean. 11.405. So that's a combined time of 59.048, which means the first point goes to Team Ireland. So it is 1-0. So heading to round 2, back to Team Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right. So Ivy, whenever you're ready. That is clean. 16.710. Then Logan. It is clean. 19.177. Then Alana. Yeah, thank you. That's clean. 15.689. Okay. And Petter. Yeah, whenever you're ready. That's clean. That is 13.389. Okay, thank you. So that's a combined time of 64.965, which is the time to beat. So we move back to Team Ukraine.
Så hvis vi laver de samme tider, så vinder vi den her.
Znowu zrobię ty sam czas, żeby tam było.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Hannah, whenever you're ready. Thank
Så
you.
du på kameraet, Chris.
That's clean. 15.814. Okay, and we're done. Whenever you're ready.
Це ми всі 15 зробимо? Буде.
А если 11?
Это лучше.
Добре. Это это? Без...
Без...
That is clean. 14.567. Then Victoria. That is also clean. 14.885. And Svetlana. Good recovery. 12.072. All right, so that's a combined time of 57.338, which means the second point goes to Team Ukraine this time. So it is 1-1. So go back to Team Ireland for the third round. All good? All right, Ivy, you can start whenever you're ready. That is clean. 9.577. Okay, then Logan. Unfortunately, that is a scratch. Sorry about that. Elena and Peter, do you want to take your try or? Okay, so we can move on to Team Ukraine. Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you, Hannah. Whenever you're ready.
Ja, så vi skal bare lave tid. Ikke? Så Hanna, hun laver tid. Bogdan, du skal lade være med.
That is clean.
Bogdan,
14.109.
Bogdan.
Bodan.
Og du skal lade være med at lave scratch. Ja.
Зроби 18 секунд.
Og det er lige. Ja, yes.
That is clean. 15.511. Then Victoria.
Mhm.
That is clean. 14.632. And Svetlana. And that is also clean. 12.761. So which means they guarantee have their next point, and also therefore they won the head-to-head cycle relay with that one. And that also concludes today's match with the final score of 47 points to Ukraine and 75 points to Ireland, which means congratulations to Team Ireland for winning the match once again. And thanks to both teams for competing as always. Special thanks to Martina for streaming with the help of Simon. And what a great match. I hope you all have